What's up, everyone? Saint here, and I'm just going to be showing everybody how to get both the mission Avalon unlocked. It is the secret mission for Season of the Defiance, as well as all of the secrets in the mission. So we're starting off here on the Gulch in the EDZ, and there's going to be these little nodes kind of floating around. I'm going to show the path to easily collect all of them, because once you pick up one, there will be a timer to pick up the other ones in succession. And then we'll get straight into the mission. So that is the first node right there. And then if you just follow the path that I take, you can easily pick up the other ones. I do apologize if the video is not too cinematic or anything along those lines. I just intend to get a quick guide out to help everybody find everything that this mission has to offer. So for new players, should be helpful, as well as older players that are missing one or two secrets. Those will also be time-stamped amongst the video. Then the final secret is a little bit tricky, but this one is just hiding right up here. And then after you have collected all 6 of those, it will open up the cave, as it says in simulated cave access. You just path into here, and the back wall should be available to walk through, leading down into the start of into the start of Avalon. I apologize, I keep wanting to say legend, but just come up here, start the mission, and you are now in Node.Ovrd.AVALON. I will try my best not to spoil too much, actually, I'm just going to show the secrets, but I'm not going to show the dialogue that comes with the secrets. So let me actually just change some stuff here, because I would prefer everybody experience this mission for themselves for the most part. Let's turn the dialogue off and then disable really quick. Where disable? There we go. Turn off subtitles for the time being. That way nobody hears anything. You might notice a thing or two a bit out of the ordinary, but we're going to play through this entire mission, just show you where all of the secrets are located. Secret number 1 is actually right near the start of the mission. That will be located right up there at that green button. You won't be able to cross through that door innately without the weapon. These doors down here open up. There will be some things you need to do after first clear, because you do need Vexcalibur itself to get some of these. This first one being a major one. Once you click that button, you can then path this way. All of these secrets are available once you have the weapon. So clear the mission first before going back for secrets. The next one right up here, if you guard, you can walk right on through. I do think those are bound to quests, however. But this one will give you the first matrix that allows you to edit your haft on your weapon. The next secret is once you drop down here, will be at this button right here. After clicking that button, this gate will be shown. You got the little Vex in there kind of freaking out. If you pop up here and activate this immediately, that will then disappear and the next secret will spawn. And you're popping through the radial area, and this is your first combat section. Now, in the combat area, I recommend just kind of abusing the MG this season due to Bricks from Beyond with a Void weapon, but you can do whatever you want for this, but there will be a little bit of puzzle solving required for the combat area. And we're just going to hop on up, over, and this will now become a respawn restricted zone. Now, here's where the tests come in. Nodes will start appearing around this, like so. One is a diamond, one is a triangle, and one is a square. The triangle is a fluke in all circumstances. It will not be used in actual puzzles for the mission. However, it will be used for some of the actual secrets. But right here is the first combination order that we need, which is square, diamond, diamond. So if we go square, diamond, and then when they reappear, shoot the next diamond, and that will unlock first wave, and there are 3 puzzles to complete. So pardon me while I do that. Diamond, diamond, square, square. Diamond. Diamond. Square. And final one is square. Whenever that decides to appear. Square. Alright. I do plan to use the weapon from this mission, the entire mission, just to kind of show it off, as well as some of the puzzles actually requiring it. So now it's all squares, a diamond, and a square. So 1, 2, 3, diamond, and then the last one will be a square. And now that node is completed, and then we have unlocked access to the next room. Now, I will say be careful here, especially if you are deciding to run this mission on Legend. There is a set of Cyclops in here that will cause you a little bit of trouble. There's one located up top. Pardon me. And then one located right up there. Then just clear ads for a minute. I do recommend doing the legend variant of this with a friend. If you want to do it solo, you can. I have completed it solo. I will not say this area is the easiest to complete solo. This mission's ad density is actually really high. Alright, now, we have square, square, diamond for the next puzzle. Square. Square, diamond. Now, puzzle will move to this corner here, which is square, square, diamond, square. 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 Diamond, square. Now I'm actually going to pop my super to just clean up ads a little bit here. being a little bit careful due to I'm actually going for the flawless node here, as that is one of the triumphs for this mission I'm missing currently. So it is now... Pardon me. Just get these guys to stop shooting me real quick. Diamond, diamond, square, diamond, diamond. And we path back over here. Diamond. Diamond, square. And then 2 more diamonds. Diamond. Diamond. There we go. And that will open up the next section of the mission, and we will move on. Now, if you don't want to be as aggressive as I play, I completely understand, but there are 2 digital variant trackers here that you actually have to clear before you can progress on. I do not appreciate that this thing just teleported into me. Just cleaning up a couple ads here. I wish I had an alternate account to be able to show you guys actual proper rewards, but I do not. So for the time being, I'm just going to have to explain each node and what they give you, and I do apologize for that, as I have already collected these. Unlucky. This guy down. Alright. Now, the next secret is going to be right around here. As you path along the mission, it is partially noticeable, but it could easily be missed. Path through this wall. If you do not have the glaive, you are going to have to go around the wall. Alright. Now, once you are here, after pathing through there, before going through to the next part of the mission, drop down to the left, hit this button, and it will spawn a new node of shapes. I apologize, I'm bad. Okay. Now, after that, you just want to climb up this wall. Again, you will need the glaive for all of these secrets. So if anything, pause the video, come back after progressing through the mission and unlocking the glaive and its abilities to walk through walls or activate the triangle nodes, because those are 2 different glaive upgrades that occur due to quests. and come back. Now we have triangle, square, triangle. If you come back to this, this guy will always spawn a little brick for you. Triangle, square, triangle, and that will spawn the next box. This is secret number 3. Now, moving on to number 4. Just path right on through all of these, as usual. Then we drop down here, just taking the normal path throughout the mission. However, instead of going left here, we're actually going to go to the right. Hop over, and there will be a room back here. Just sneak right on in, grab this ball. As I continue to fail jumping. Then we are bringing it on the normal path of the mission. Gonna bring it right down to this little holster here. And this is a nice little secret. It'll give you something out of the box, and it will then open this portal, which just allows you to skip this kind of annoying bit where you have to crawl underneath and stuff like that. Just step right on through, and it just skips it for you, which is really nice. Rally up, refill our ammo, and move on to first boss fight. Alright, now, in this boss fight, what you want to do is essentially play a little bit of Gambit. Each one of these guys will spawn a node. You pick up the nodes and collect enough to fill up the box. Currently, I need to pick up 8, which I already have. Then you bank in the center node spot, and when that timer hits 0, that center node will close up and give you the protection you need to survive essentially a wipe of this area. The only reason I haven't stepped in yet is because I wanted to deal with one of the wyverns. And then if we drop down here, everything in the room will wipe. We drop back into a portal, and we do it again. Now, the next bit is going to ask for 2 more, and then the boss will come out for its first phase of damage, and then we will have to do it 2 more times for boss second phase. This is actually kind of a fun mechanic, especially for those that wanted somewhat of a challenge as a solo player. It feels really fun. It's actually not a bad mission mechanic. Now, take these 10, bank them. I'm going to clear up these snipers. There we go. And now the boss will come out for its damage phase. Cool. Now it will task you with clearing the remaining Vex, which, to warn everyone, it is not all of the Harpies. Some of them will still be remaining when the mission progresses, so be prepared for that. as I just showed. Alright. Now, after you've cleared everything here, it is another game of collect the bits. Grab as many as you can. You need 10 to survive this wipe. I'm not quite sure what my number's at currently, but I should be pretty much near 10. I am already at 12. So, you bank. I prefer clearing at least a couple of the snipers before I leave this zone, just to prevent deletion of myself to them. Clear one wyvern, drop down. There we go. And move on. It will spawn more Vex, and now it wants 12 of the nodes. Little Gambit motes. I am at 6. Not quite sure how many I have. Hopefully enough. I do. Cool. And now the boss will come back out to play, and you just have to beat him up and move on to the next area. Alright, now that the boss is down, everything here will despawn. There's nothing really to do in this room. That portal's about to despawn as well. And then we move on. Now, eventually this will go down on its own, but I just walk around it just to keep up a little bit of a pace. Now we are dropping down here. Be careful of this wyvern. Alright. Now, the next secret is actually along this path. Now, if you path through here, it's easiest just to stay crouched in this section. Just walk on through. Now, once you have passed through here, there will be a button to the right. Do not take the lift yet. And we just path right on back. There will be a new little goblin boy sitting over here eventually for anybody that needs ammo. Jump right on up here, walk in, shoot the node. These guys will walk off, and your next chest will spawn. This gives you the next matrix that allows you to edit your magazines on the glaive. That is actually how mine has alloy magazine. Natively, you start with extended mag. Now, we move on to this node here. I missed. But we start with this node here. Walk over, shoot this harpy, look right off the edge here. Another node is there. Then if you jump right around this corner, look up, there's another node there. And then a chest will spawn back here, and that is the next secret on the list. Now, the final secret is inside of the boss room, actually. It is during the final boss fight. Actually, at the end of it is probably the safest way to do it. Walk right on through here. You don't have to kill these harpies, I just am. And move on. Now, I am actually going to show you the cheese for this boss until Bungie potentially patches it, maybe. If they don't, there is a easy cheese for this boss. I'm actually going to be taking Vexcalibur off to show you this as well. But it's a helpful little thing for those that are worried about their skills in actually fighting the final boss. And it revolves around using Wish Ender. Any anti-barrier works for the first half of the cheese. The second half of the cheese, however, in the final boss room, appears to only work with Wish Ender. I tried it with an anti-barrier sidearm and it wasn't. So it looks like only Wish Ender is capable of it. Maybe RB, I haven't tested it, but Wish Ender has infinite ammo, so the cheese is more effective. Now, go ahead and rally up, and then the first thing you want to do is immediately path to the left. And as soon as you find this ramp, drop here, crouch, and then stand right in this corner. Then you can just poke the boss as it rotates around. I didn't talk about my usual strategy for the previous boss, but on the previous boss, I actually recommend using a sword, as you can use bricks from beyond and volatile rounds and really just shred through the room. Especially if you use recuperation on your boots, you're able to just immediately pick up the orbs you are spawning off of like Void Siphon, what have you, Solar Siphon, whatever you plan to use. If Void Volatile Rounds is very nice on it, but you just stab your way around the room, and due to Sword's ammo economy, it just kind of keeps refreshing, and you just get to keep healing off of it for free. Now, I do not intend to use this cheese for the rest of this, only because this boss here, as he teleports around, it can take a little bit. It is just a very easy way to focus on your legend clear if you want to do it this way. I am on my ad clearing machine gun, so my MG does significantly less damage to bosses than it normally would. But you can just sit in this corner and kind of do whatever you want, and the boss will have nothing to really say about it. Just be careful of these wyverns. They will try to attack you quite frequently. Now, if I can get out of here, crouch, there we go. I'm actually going to clear the boss myself here. Go. That will have him leave. He will spawn in a new wave of ads that you then can clear or just ignore. I prefer clearing them just in case I get more ammo drops. And then we will move on to the second floor cheese. There is a floor cheese for each one of these. Now, as soon as you go through this portal, you do not want to move. Stand still, this way you aren't progressing the actual objective up in the top left, and use Wish Ender to just poke him. However, do not full phase the boss. If you full phase the boss without progressing the objective, he will soft lock your encounter. So essentially just poke him down to where he's probably like the end of the K in Stalker. Just a little bit of health before his next phase. Kind of like that. And then step forward. It will progress. And now you can actually poke him the rest of the way. And then do his actual node encounter. As soon as you kill this Hydra, be aware of 2 Cyclopses that are about to spawn. I normally go handle them myself. However, in any form of legend content, you wouldn't want to do this way. And now that those are done, we continue on his encounter. Now, the first set of nodes will either be on this side of the map, inside of these, or over there. I have seen it spawn over there first try, but it wants 4 squares and a diamond. So we move back over here. To the center node. I'm gonna hide over here so he can't keep shooting me. Square. 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 That should be diamond now, but I'm going to check really quick just to double. Like, just be really sure so I don't mess it up. Nope, it is 1 more square in the diamond. I was completely incorrect. Square. I wasn't able to get the diamond in time. And then diamond. Now, he will progress, spawn in 2 more Cyclopses. I am topping up my special ammo as I am going to need it for the final secret that is located on 3rd floor here. But first, we need to finish the boss. You could do this potentially during the boss phase, but I think it would be significantly easier without having to deal with the boss poking you or ads poking you. Now, here is where Wish Ender comes into play. The boss can be seen with a Wish Ender and shot with Wish Ender. However, it will never path to a point where it can successfully shoot you as long as you stand right here. You stand right here behind this waterfall. It is unable to shoot you properly, including with its fire. You can just sit here and poke him until he dies. Now he will teleport, but he will still stay near this node. I'm not quite sure. Okay, he ported backwards. He's over there. Ooh, he actually poked me. Apparently, if he finds one of the angles, he can poke back, but it's nothing to really be concerned by, unless I'm being poked by that Minotaur. I might not even be poked by the boss. Yeah, I'm being poked by a Minotaur. Let me deal with that real quick. Okay. Then just boop. Boss down. Now that the boss is down, we can work on the actual secret. Let me swap back to Excalibur here. And the secret resides in all 3 of the corners. So with where we are currently, that is spawn. I will start at right corner. If you just drop right over here. Just carefully drop down. Carefully drop down. Step in. And then you can hit the first node. Step in. Now we will do left side, which is also off of the side of the map. Drop down, step in, boop. Hop back up. I'm sure it probably gave an easier path back up, but that's the path I take. And then the final node is again off behind this. Drop down, in, walk in, final node, leave. Where did it give the path back up? Right there. We hop back up, and through that portal is our final secret, our final prize. I will try my best not to show too much here, so I'm actually going to look down so you can't see what's going on. It will give this box here. We can collect it. That'll be the final secret of the mission. And then right up here, I apologize, I'm trying not to show too much. You can head back through and collect your final loot box, ending the mission. And that's it. That is all of the secrets, as well as how to unlock the Avalon override mission. If anybody has any questions, you can reach out to me through Discord. I do have my own Discord server that will be linked in the description, as well as our clan is accepting applications, so if you would like to hop in, we have an LFG, stuff like that, and we just kind of vibe. It is open to anybody that follows or needs a place to kind of chill. My community is always welcome. Past that, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.